this makeup look, I'm going to be priming my face with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Primer, and I'm mixing a little bit of the Becca Backlight Primer as well. Horrible pimple on my nose, and oh my goodness, it hurts so bad. So for foundation, I'm taking the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundations in a lighter shade and medium shade. I mix them together and I'm blending it all over my face with my damp Morphe sponge. To brighten up my under eyes, I'm taking my Becca Under Eye Brightener. For concealer, I'm taking the Flower Beauty Concealer. This is definitely my new favorite concealer and my new favorite foundation. I cannot stop using it. I love it so much. Then I'm just going to be blending in that concealer with my damp Morphe sponge. Now I'm just adding a little bit more concealer on that pimple, trying to cover it up, but moving on to brows, I'm going to be filling them in with my Anastasia Dip Brow in the shade Blonde. I always like to brush my brows up first, and then I go in with the pomade. To deepen up the tails of my brows, I'm taking this Colourpop, I think it's like a light brown shade, I'm not sure the name of it, and I'm just using this. And then to set my brows, I'm going to be going in with my Essence Make Me Brow in the shade Blondie Brows. To contour my nose and my lips, I'm taking my Colourpop a new Renaissance sculpting stick. They do not make this anymore, but I have it, so I want to use it up. I first started blending in my nose contour, my lips with this skinny brush from my makeup brush set, I believe, and then I just switched over to my Artis Over 3 brush, and then I'll just go over everything with my damp sponge. To set my face, I'm taking my Too Faced loose setting powder and my damp sponge. I just put a bunch in the cap and then take it out from there. And when I'm setting my face with powder, I just kind of put it everywhere. I don't really like press it into the skin, but I think I might have to start doing that because when I was trying to put on my bronzer started to look like pretty muddy. So, ugh. Now I'm just going in with my stippling brush and I'm just brushing off all the excess powder. Now I'm just adding a little bit more of that Too Faced powder onto the sides of my nose just to bake my nose contour. Then to set my under eyes, I'm going in with my Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightener. But first I'm going to go in and make sure I don't have any creases, and then I will go in with the powder directly after. For bronzer, I'm going to be taking this Buxom bronzer in the shade Tahiti in my Morphe E3 brush. For blush, I'm going to be using the Essence Blush Up in the shade Pinky Flow. Since we are doing a Valentine's Day look, I wanted to use a pink blush and then kind of like a pinky toned highlighter as well. You'll see here in a minute. And I'm just applying this blush with my Morphe E4. Now I'm going in with this Sephora brand highlighter. It's the Golden Hour highlighter in the shade Dusk, and it's kind of like a pinky gold shade. And I'm also using the infamous Morphe highlighting brush that everybody always talks about, and I hate it. Oh my god, I did not like it at all. I think it's the M143 or whatever that is. So then I just switched back to my Smashbox fan brush. And then back in with the stippling brush just to blend in the bronzer, blush, and highlight. Now I'm just adding a little bit of that bronzer onto my nose. And then I just dipped into my Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, and I'm just patting that on top of that pimple. This would be the second time I'm trying to cover it up, and it's not working for me. Moving on to eyes, I'm taking the Coastal Scents Think Pink palette. This is what it looks like. Isn't it so pretty? So I'm first going to start off with this shade right here, and I'm just going to be buffing that into my crease, kind of like a transition shade, but I am building this up a few times. Next, I'm going in with this shade right here, and I'm just putting that into the crease as well. I'm just going to be deepening up this. You'll see throughout the tutorial, I'm just taking like the lightest to darkest shades of pink in the palette and just building them up on my eyelids. My heart rages around like an ocean. Now I'm going in with this pretty shade right here, and I'm going to be concentrating this like directly into my crease. Next, I switched to like a more precise blending brush, and I'm just building up that same shade directly into my crease, and I'm making sure that I'm blending it into my inner corner and my outer corner of my eye, because I do plan on doing a semi-cut crease, so I want to make sure I have the same darkness on the inner portion of my eye as I do on the outer. Now I'm going in with this darkest shade right here in the top row, and I switched to a small IBY blending brush, and I'm just focusing this mainly on the outer corner and then blending it to the inner corner. Now I'm going to be taking these two shades right here, and I'm going to be building these up in the inner corner of my eye, so that way when I do that cut crease, it'll just be more pronounced. With no additional product, I'm just taking my fluffy brush and I'm just blending everything together. To get started on the cut crease, I'm taking this Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art, and this is in the shade Fuchsia Flash, I believe, and I'm taking the lightest shade and I'm just cutting my crease. I am just doing a semi-cut crease though. I'm not going to bring it all the way across. So once I get the majority of the product on my eyelid from the original applicator, I switched over to my MAC 242 just so I could be more precise with this cream eyeshadow. Now I'm taking this Sephora glitter in the shade Sweetheart Pink, and I'm just putting this directly onto the cut crease. I tried to zoom in so you guys could see what I was doing, but I'm just making a line all the way across the top. Now I'm taking this shade right here. It's the closest to the shade of the cream eyeshadow, and I'm just lightly patting that on top of the cream eyeshadow. Now I'm taking this metallic pink shade, and I'm just going to be using this to blend the lighter color on my lid into the darker colors on my lid. To get started on the lower lash line, I'm just pointing to all the shades I'm using in a row. So I started off with the lightest shade all the way to the dark shade, and I just layer them on top of each other. I already have one eye done because both my batteries died, so I figured I might as well just do one eye and then do one eye on camera. So I'm just using a Morphe pencil brush. For my waterline, I'm taking this NYX Faux Whites eyeliner in the shade Seashell. Oh my god. And then I'm taking this sparkly white metallic shade from the eyeshadow palette, and I'm using this to highlight my brow bone and my inner corners. Now I'm taking the Von D Trooper Liner, and I'm just putting a straight line across my lid just so that way I can help camouflage the false lashes. Now I'm going to be tight lining my upper lash line with my Inglot gel liner. This is my favorite gel liner of all time. Now I'm just going to apply some mascara. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator. It's supposed to help grow your lashes, and I need that because my lashes are destroyed from lash extensions. Now I'm going to be applying these lashes right here. I have no idea what they are, but I'm pretty sure they're some kind of Eyelure lashes. And then I just used the black eyelash glue from House of Lashes. And now I'm just going over the lash band with the Von D Trooper Liner. And now I'm applying some lower lash mascara. To get started on my lips, I'm going in with this Sephora Gel Lip Liner, and this is in the shade The Pink of Things. And then just to add some shadows to make my lips look a little bit bigger, I just went in with a tiny bit of MAC Strip Down. For lips, this is an oldie but a goodie. This is MAC Candy Yum Yum. And then I just took a Q-tip so I could clean up underneath my bottom lip because I got a little crazy. For a lip gloss, I'm going in with the Miley Cyrus, is it like Viva Glam Miley Cyrus? I don't know. It's the pink glitter gloss that she came out with them, and I thought this was perfect. I always apply my gloss on the back of my hand and then apply it with my finger so I don't get the wand all dirty. To set my makeup, I'm going in with MAC Fix Plus and then NYX Matte Setting Spray. Okay guys, this makeup look is complete. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial and you have a wonderful Valentine's Day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.